So, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 25 of our Sunderland career mode. And we are going to be kicking off this episode simming the game up against Derby. So we are going to put our second team lineup for this one, which we've already got selected, and we are going to sim it because the next game we've got is going to be up against Fenerbahce in the group stage of the Europa League, and we do end up winning this game at 2-0, Lens scoring our first goal in the 27th minute and Felipe Andersling doubling it in the 82nd to secure all 3 points for us. So now we're going to move into the next game of the episode, which is going to be the first game we're going to be playing, and it's going to be up against Copenhagen, sorry. It's not Fenerbahce, it's Copenhagen, and they currently lost against Olympique Marseille. We beat Camber, so now if we can beat Copenhagen, we will be on 6 points out of the possible 6, which would be the best possible start for us. So the starting lineup we are going to be using in this game is going to be pretty much the same as always, apart from we have made one change in the centre-back position as Jan Vertonghen is sitting out because he's currently suspended with a red card, and stepping into his place is going to be Yunus Kabul. And how about that? Somehow the ball has squeezed through to Paulo Dybala, and the new Sergio Aguero scores yet again for the club. We play some lovely build-up play here. Dybala plays the ball back to Correa. Correa with an inch-perfect ball back through to Paulo Dybala. The goalkeeper gets the slightest of touches on it, but I think he'll be a little bit disappointed he didn't keep that one out. The defender on the line can't do anything about it. The defender tries to slide in at Paulo, but Paulo's just too quick for him. The goalkeeper, like I said, got a slightest of touch, hit the underside of his arm. It bounced up, hit the underside of the crossbar, but thankfully for us, it crept just over the line. Good chance for my opponents here. Verbic is running down the wing. John Stones going to try and jockey him, but my defender is not the best as they cut back inside. Mateus Pereira on defensive duty. Lovely turn there from the striker from them, and we just about get the ball clear, but that would have been a delightful goal from Fenerbahce. It's not Fenerbahce, is it? Who is it? Copenhagen. There we go. I don't know why I keep getting them mixed up. Is it there because their badges are similar? If you guys know, let me know in the comments section down below because it's really confusing. And the goalkeeper, once again, has got to be at fault for that, and it's the mini Aguero that does it again. And Paulo Dybala, since he's coming at the club, has just not stopped performing. Hector Bellerin running down the right hand side, puts a good cross into the middle. How Dybala outjumped the centre-back, I just do not know. But the goalkeeper, there's got to be eyes on him. It goes straight at him. He gets a slight touch on it, but he cannot get a strong enough touch to keep the ball out. The defender once again trying his best to bail the goalkeeper out. He fails to do so as the ball just about goes over the line, but he doesn't clear it anyway, and the attempts of both the goalkeeper and the centre-back both fail, and Paulo Dybala picks up his second of the game. He's now searching for his hat-trick. We've got a chance to break here. We squeeze the ball through to Mateus Pereira. Pereira's charging through on goal. He squeezed it through to Ankle Correa. Can we make it 3? Ankle Correa, ball rolls to one side, and this time the goalkeeper might have been at fault for the first 2 goals, but then he makes a fantastic save. It comes back to Mateus Pereira. He goes for the shot, and it's a wonderful block from the centre-backs. So the goalkeeper might have been at fault for the first 2, but boy did he bail them out there with a fantastic one-on-one save. Ankle Correa cuts inside from the left-hand side. He's still got the ball, squeezing it through to Dele Alli. Dele Alli's on the ball. We're trying to find Paulo Dybala because we're searching for his hat-trick, but Dele Alli plays the ball back. It comes to Correa. Correa on the ball. We're just searching for the goal now. He plays the ball back inside, gets a little bit lucky, still got it out wide to Felipe Andersson now. If we can score this, it'd be the luckiest goal ever to be scored on FIFA. We play the ball back to Yuri Tielemans. Tielemans back to Paulo Dybala. Dybala turns his man. Dybala goes for goal, and Dybala scores the goal to pick up his hat-trick and to wrap up a wonderful team performance, but none other than Paulo Dybala had to finish off that wonderful team move. We got a little bit lucky, don't get me wrong. Ankle Correa nearly got depossessed twice of the ball, and then we got even luckier when their number 25 got the block on it as it diverted it past their goalkeeper into the back of the net. But I think it would have been finding its way into the back of the net anyway. Their goalkeeper and the defenders had an absolute nightmare trying to defend against Paulo Dybala, and they just have not been able to cope with him. So as you can see from the cinematics, Paulo Dybala going up, getting congratulated by the referee as he picks up yet another hat-trick in his career at Sunderland. I believe that's his second now. What a player we have picked up. By far our best signing. He picks up a 9.8 match rating. what a player. The next, Sergio Aguero. So as we've just moved into a new month, we have got another youth squad monthly report, so we can see how a lot of our players are doing. Maldonado is currently a 61 overall. He's got a potential of 81 to 87. Lee Brown looks incredible. He's currently 61 overall. He's got a potential of 89 to 94. Luis Sanchez has now got a potential of 82 to 88. Gallardo between 76 and 82. And Scott Mahoney, 91 to 94. Wow. These players that we've got here are 5 future stars. However, we've got some bad news there, as Hector Bellerin has suffered a pulled quad and he's going to be out for the next 3 weeks as he sustained a training injury. That means now we've either going to have to call up Billy Jones to play at right back, or we move a centre back out to right back, or we call up the youth squad star that we've got, who's currently 61 rated. Do we take the risk? However, as we've just gone into a new month as well, we will be showing you a squad report. Feel free to pause the video at any moment in time if you want to have a look at any player stats in particular. But Paulo Dybala has now hit an 82 rating, which means he's our second highest rated player at the club now, as he is now behind Jan Vertonghen, who's currently an 84 rated centre back. But I'm so pleased with the squad that we have built. I would have never thought that when we took over at Sunderland, we would have built a squad as strong as one we've got now. So we're now going to move into the second game of the episode, which is going to be at the Stadium of Light up against the Saints. And we are going to be playing our second team lineup in this one, because after this game we have 2 international friendlies with England. Well, they're not friendlies, they're World Cup qualifiers, I believe. And then after that, we have a big game up against Olympique Marseille, is it? It might be. It's a hard team that we've got in our group stage anyway, and I want to put out our strongest possible lineup. Another good chance for the Saints. They turn our defender inside out. They go for goal at the near post. And Jack Butland with a wonderful one-handed save there to deny Gaston Ramirez from opening the scoring. Jack Butland, the England international, with a wonderful save. Jermaine Defoe squeezing a delightful ball through to Kamano. Kamano's going to be up against Bertrand. Cuts back inside. Kamano to go all the way. Fired at the near post. And Fraser forced to Jack Butland's opposite number. Once again pulling off a really good save. I thought Kamano there had found the back of the net. Good build-up play for the Saints down the right-hand side. Tadic puts a lovely ball into the box. And Jack Butland with a vital touch there. Because Jack Butland, if he didn't get to that, it would have been a tap-in at the far post. But now we've got a chance to counter-attack of our own. We squeeze the ball through to Mateus Pereira, who's just come on the pitch. We brought on Mateus Pereira and Paulo Dybala. But Mateus Pereira cuts back inside. The young striker goes for goal. And that's a really good block from the Saints defenders. And they nearly get themselves in a pickle as he starts charging towards Fraser Forster, and I don't think he knew what his own centre-back was doing there, but we play the ball out wide to Mateus Pereira again. Pereira trying to cause some trouble down the left-hand side, keeps on going, goes for goal at the far post, but Fraser Forster once again matching it with a really good save. So unfortunately for us, the final whistle does go and the goal line score remains at Sunderland 0, Southampton 0. My man of the match does go to Fraser Forster, making 2 or 3 fantastic saves in that game. As you can see, we may not have dominated the possession stats, but we definitely had better shots and shots on target. So we did play a lot better than Southampton, but we were just struggling in that final third. Paulo Dybala was missing. I think that was our problem. So we've now got our first international game, which is going to be up against Turkey. Turkey are currently sitting in 4th place in the World Cup qualifying group stage. We're currently sitting in 2nd. So if Turkey beat us, they will go above us. They've currently drawn their first 2 games 2-2. So they're scoring, but they're conceding. And we end up winning the game 4-1. Henderson, Barkley, Sterling and Sturridge picking up the goals for us. That's a really convincing victory. So now it's time for the second game, which is going to be the hardest one of them all. They currently beat Wales 5-0, and now they're going to be taking on England. Poland versus England, and we win the game 1-0. Lewandowski misses a penalty for them, and Raheem Sterling scores for us just 5 minutes after Lewandowski missed his chance to put themselves 1-0 up. I'm sure Poland will be very happy with that. However, we are in fact going to go ahead and sim the next game of the episode, which is going to be away from home against QPR. So they've currently lost against Birmingham, they drew and then lost again, and now they beat us. Phillips scores the goal for them in the 81st minute, which wins them the game. A very disappointing result for us. We should have beat QPR, but the reason being I wanted to sim that game because I wanted to get another game in this episode, and it will be up against Olympique Marseille, so it's going to be a difficult game for us, and I wanted our full team lineup available. That's the reason we put out a second team to play in that one. So now we're going to be playing up against Marseille on the 20th of October 2016. It's going to be first versus second in the group stage. It's going to be a real crunch match. We've both got 6 points, so there's no way Copenhagen or Canberra are really going to theoretically catch up with us. So if I beat Marseille, we're going to pick up 9 points out of 9. We're going to have a comfy 2-point cushion over Marseille, and it pretty much will secure us a place in the next round of the competition. So we are going to have our strongest possible lineup for this game up against Marseille. We are going to be playing at home in England, so we have got the home advantage in this one. And we haven't, sorry. We are playing away from home, so they've got the home advantage. So if we win this one, we will definitely be in the driving seat to finish top of our group stage. Also, Hector Bellerin will be making his return from injury. Even though he's still got a plaster next to his name, I'm hoping he's not going to pick up another knock, and he should be able to last the full 90 minutes. We lose the ball at the back with Hector Bellerin and Jack Butland. What a save! How has he kept that one out? A one-on-one chance, and Jack Butland bails Hector Bellerin out with a delightful save. Angel Correa cuts back inside, squeezes the ball through to Paulo Dybala. Dybala tries to take on his man. Paulo Dybala's still got the ball. On his left boot, goes for goal. And that shot goes just over the bar. Paulo Dybala, if anyone's going to score a beauty goal like that, it would be none other than Paulo. Anderson on the ball, plays ball to Ambrose. Ambrose back heels it to Angel Correa. Angel Correa goes for goal. And what about that for a strike from Angel Correa? If it isn't Paulo Dybala stepping up to the plate, it is Angel Correa. The substitute on the sidelines are celebrating. Lovely build-up play for us. Felipe Anderson plays ball to Ambrose. Ambrose first time back heel to Correa. Correa takes on the responsibility of striking it from range. Mandanda, the experienced France goalkeeper, at full stretch, can't get anywhere near it. This time he can't bail his side out. And with just 10 minutes remaining, the scoreline stands at Marseille 0, Sunderland 1. So we squeeze the ball through to Paulo Dybala. Dybala's through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He strikes it. Mandanda makes the save. And this time Mandanda does bail his side out. Even though Paulo, I would have bagged my money on him hitting the back of the net from there. Little disappointing that he didn't. But he's on the ball again down the left-hand side. He cuts back inside. Paulo goes past one, goes past two. Paulo Dybala keeps on going. This time he does lose the ball, and Hector Bellerin should win that one. It doesn't matter, because even though he doesn't win it, the referee should blow his final whistle. There we go. The final whistle goes, and we end up winning in France. So even though Angel Correa picked up the goal for us, I have to give our man of the match to Jack Butland. He made a delightful one-on-one save, bailing out Hector Bellerin right at the very start of the game. I'm not sure whether you guys we will be able to remember, but it was by far the save of the match, and if it wasn't for that, we would have found ourselves 1-0 down. However, that is going to be it for this episode of Career Mode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it is going to be very much appreciated. And don't forget, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all my latest videos and career modes. And don't forget to come back soon for the next episode of whatever career mode that might be. Thank you. Bye-bye.